Welcome viewers. This is lecture number 12 of lecture series on real analysis. Concept covered in these lectures are Squeeze principle on limit. Then we will discuss some theorems based on limit, and after that we discuss some example based on theorems on limit. So we start our discussion with Squeeze principle on limit. So we write the statement. If xn is less than equal to an is less than equal to yn for all any n. And limit n goes to infinity, xn is equal to L, and that is again limit n goes to infinity by n. Both xn and yn has same limit, that is equal to n. Then limit n goes to infinity, an is also equal to n. So this we have to prove. So we try to think about this theorem in a real life situation, then we will try to prove the result of this theorem. We discuss a real situation. Let this is a cinema hall. And these are the seats and the person sitting. These are the persons sitting on the chairs. And this hall is full, right? And the security person are standing here. So this is the only exit. Suddenly, what happened? And there is a fire extinguisher. आग बुझाने का जो यंत्र है वो यहाँ लगा, right? So what happened? Suddenly हॉल के अंदर आग लग जाती है. Now you think about this situation. What happened? The person who is sitting here, इसकी अप्रोच क्या होगी कि ये इस गेट की तरफ भाग के बाहर निकले, right? And all the person who are sitting in front, they are running toward the exit. Same approach middleman की भी होगी, जो बीच में बैठे होंगे, and same approach जो last में यहाँ पर होंगे, ये भी, but they try to do ये सब exit की तरफ होंगे. But the security person, because ये इसका जो पर्पस है, ये क्या करेगा, ये ट्राई टू कम टू दिस फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर सो दैट कि वो उस आग को बुझा पाए. लेकिन बिकॉज ऑल द पर्सन आर सिटिंग टूवर्ड्स दिस, आर रनिंग टूवर्ड द एक्सिट, सो इफ दिस पर्सन सिक्योरिटी पर्सन कम टू द मिडल, अगर वो बीच में आ भी जाते हैं, देन व्हाट हैपन, ये फोर्स जो होगी, ये क्राउड जो है वो फोर्सफुली इस पर्सन को बाहर को धक्का लगा के लेके जाएगा. यू कैन इमेजिन द सिचुएशन ऑफ गैदरिंग. सो द होल क्रक्स इज if the sequence, this, if we talk about this sequence xn, if xn goes to some limit, if this is our limit, right, सब इस गेट की तरफ भाग रहे हैं, आगे वाले लोग भी दे आर रनिंग टुवर्ड्स दिस गेट एक्सिट, पीछे वाले दे आर आल्सो रनिंग. देन व्हाट हैपन टू द मिडल, दे आर आल्सो रनिंग, दे आर आल्सो कम क्लोजर टू दिस एक्सिट. So the same approach this we follow in this theorem. this is our sequence xn, this is our sequence yn, and an is sequence lies between x and yn. If xn approaches to L, yn approaches to L, then the middle sequence also approaches to L. So अगर बीच वाले लोग अगर ये खड़े भी रहे, ये अगर गेट की तरफ नहीं भी भागते हैं, then the last person जो ये होंगे, ये forcefully उनको गेट की तरफ लेके जाए. You can think about this situation in the local train in Mumbai. The same situation. If someone enter in the train and the middle person, if he want to came back to the main entering, जहाँ से चढ़ा था उस साइड वापस आए, then he will not be able to came back. The person जो पीछे है वो forcefully उसको exit की तरफ लेके जाए. So now using this concept, we will try to prove this result. So to prove, what we have to prove that, we have to prove that limit n goes to infinity, an is, this is to prove an is equal to L. So what is given? Given is limit n goes to infinity, xn is equal to L, and limit yn n goes to infinity, yn equal to L. So let us, because this is the given condition, so we can use the concept of convergence. So let epsilon greater than 0 over small be fixed. So we fix the epsilon. So by definition of convergence, this sequence xn converges to L, means there exists a positive integer m1, or we can say m1 belongs to n, such that for all n greater than equal to m1, our xn, so that mod of xn minus L is less than epsilon. Or we can say for all n greater than equal to m1, xn lies between L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon by the definition of modulus. You can. So what happened? This is our sequence. This converges to the point L. If we take a epsilon radius neighborhood around point L, then what happened? Some terms x1, x2, x3, x4, and xm1 minus 1. These m1 minus 1 term lies outside the interval, but m1, xm1, xm2, xm3, and all the terms greater than this. Oh, sorry, we cannot say xm1, xm2, xm3. We can say xm1, xm1 plus 1, xm1 plus 1, xm1 plus 2, and all other terms lies in this interval. So this is by definition of convergence. We have already discussed about this in our previous lectures. So let this be 1. Now also limit n goes to infinity, yn equal to L. Yn also converges to L. So given epsilon greater than 0, even we have already fixed epsilon greater than 0, there exists m2 belongs to n, such that for all n greater than equal to m2, mod yn minus L is less than epsilon. Right? So now in this case, our y1 lies here, y2 lies here, y3 lies here, y4 lies here, y5 lies here, and similarly ym2 minus 1. All the terms m2 minus 1 lies outside the interval, but after that ym2, it lies in the interval L minus epsilon, L plus epsilon, and ym2 plus 1, 2 plus 2 and all the terms. This lies in L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon. Or we can say for all n greater than equal to m2, L minus epsilon is less than yn is less than L plus epsilon. Let this be equation number 2. So because we get m1 and m2 two positive integers, so we can choose m to be maximum of m1 comma m. Then both equation 1 and 2, that is for all n greater than equal to m, xn lies between L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon, and for all n greater than equal to m, our yn also lies between L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon. Now given xn is less than equal to an is less than equal to yn. Now we can apply this. Then we get for all n greater than equal to m, x L minus epsilon is less than xn, less than equal to an is less than equal to yn, and yn is less than L plus epsilon. It means for all n greater than equal to m, our an also lies between L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon. It means by definition of convergence, what happen if after some number the terms x1, a1, a2, a3, a4, and this is am minus 1. If am and after that am plus 1, am plus 2, all other terms lies in the interval L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon, then what we can say, this sequence is converges to point L. So we can say, or we can say limit n go for all n greater than equal to m, mod an minus L is less than epsilon, or limit n goes to infinity, in term of limit we can say this converges to L. So in this way we get the proof of the theorem. So you can create example in real life situation to think about this theorem. You can also think about this by considering the example of local train. Now theorem. Let xn be a sequence such that limit n goes to infinity, xn plus 1 upon xn, this is equal to L, where mod L is less than 1. Prove that limit n goes to infinity, xn is equal to 0. So mod L is less than 1. It means our L lies between minus 1 to 1. Mod L less than 1 means we can take neighborhood at point 0 of radius 1, then we can say our L lies here. L may be this minus 1 by 2, L may be plus 1 by 2, L may be minus 1 by 3, L may be 1 plus 1 by 3, L may be 3 by 4, and so on in this way. So if L lies in minus 1 to 1 and Xn be any sequence such that the ratio of Xn plus 1 and Xn, if limit of this term, this is equal to L, and L is lies between minus 1 to 1, then our sequence Xn must be equal to 0. We will discuss this by taking the example. Let Xn be any sequence such that limit n goes to infinity, Xn plus 1 upon Xn. This is equal to 1 by 2. Then limit n goes to infinity, Xn is equal to what? So because Xn be any sequence and Xn plus 1 upon Xn, this is equal to 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2 is, it is less than 1. Mod L is less than 1 means if our L lies between minus 1 to 1, then the limit of Xn is always equal to 0. Then what happens? The limit of this is equal to 0. These type of question are mostly asked in the examination in short answer type question. So you have to check the limit L, where L lies. If L lies between minus 1 to 1, then the limit of Xn that always equal to 0, right? Let us discuss another example. Let Xn be any sequence, and limit n goes to infinity, Xn plus 1 upon Xn. This is equal to 0.666, right? Then limit n goes to infinity, Xn is equal to 0. Now again, you can see what is this value L. What is our L? Here L is 0.666. So it lies some around this 2 by 3, right? And 2 by 3 is less than 1. So we can directly say this limit is equal to 0. If limit Xn be any sequence, or no, we can take A and be any sequence, and limit n goes to infinity, an plus 1 upon an, this is equal to minus 1 by 3. Then limit n goes to infinity, an is equal to, now minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 also lies between minus 1 and 1. This is minus 1 by 3. So again, by using theorem, the limit of an is also equal to 0. So you can try some more examples based on this theorem. The next theorem that is also important. Let Xn be a sequence such that Xn is greater than 0. Now we are talking about positive sequence for all n in n, and limit n goes to infinity, Xn plus 1 upon Xn. This is equal to L, where L is greater than 1. Then limit n goes to infinity, Xn is equal to infinite. In this case, we can say the sequence Xn is not convergent. It diverges to plus infinity. For example, Now our L is greater than 1 because we have given that the sequence is positive. If the sequence is positive, then it converges to a positive number. So here L is greater than 1 means L lies here. Our L lies here. L may be 1.1, L may be 1.2, L may be 2, 3, 4, 11, 21, and so on. In this case, what is limit n goes to infinity xn? This is equal to infinity. So let an be any sequence with an is greater than 0 for all n in n, and limit n goes to infinity an plus 1 upon an. This is equal to, let it be 1.2, right? So now 1.2, this is greater than 1. Then what can you say about limit n goes to infinity an? So because it is greater than 1, and by theorem, if ever L is greater than 1 for positive sequence, then an is, limit n goes to infinity, an is infinite. Let us discuss one more example based on this theorem. Let an be any sequence with an is greater than 0 for all n in n, and limit n goes to infinity an plus 1 upon an. This is equal to 3 by 2. Now 3 by 2 is 1.5, and 1.5 is again greater than 1. Then what can you say about limit n goes to infinity an? Yes, it is again infinite. So I will give you some example to try to find out the limit. So these are some examples for discussion. If xn be any sequence, xn be any sequence, and limit n goes to infinity xn plus 1 upon xn is equal to 0.333, then what can you say about limit n goes to infinity xn? This is first question. Second, let xn be any sequence with xn greater than 1, so that xn is greater than 0 for all n in n. Xn is positive sequence, and limit n goes to infinity xn plus 1 upon xn, that is equal to 4 by 3. Then what can you say about limit xn in this case? You can think about these. Even you can discuss more examples related to these two. These are some examples which are mostly asked in short answer type question. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.